Hi everybody, Marco Carbajo here from businesscreditbuilders.org. Today's video, we're going to talk about business financing with bad credit. For those of you business owners that have existing companies, you have a thriving business, and one of the challenges you're facing is when you go to your bank or your credit union and you apply for a loan or a line of credit or even a credit card for your business and you get declined, what do? You have revenues coming in, but you have less than perfect credit. They're declining you because they're doing a credit check on your personal credit, and maybe you have some late pays on there, or maybe you've had some issues in the past and your credit scores are not where they need to be. So if you're, let's say, at 650, 660, or 600 credit score, you have credit issues and you're getting turned down for credit, this is the video for you. So let's get started. I'm going to share with you an option when it comes to getting funding for companies. Now, traditionally, like I just mentioned, when you're going to your bank or you're going to a credit union that you already do business with, or let's say you're approaching a bank that you don't do business with, you don't have an account with them, what are some of the things that traditional banks are going to look for? Then these are some of the things that are triggering a decline. So they're going to look at your personal credit, and then maybe you have less than perfect credit, or they check your business credit and you have no business credit. That could be a trigger for a decline. Or let's say they want you to provide a personal guarantee and you're unwilling to provide a personal guarantee. Most traditional lenders, when it comes to small businesses, they want a PG. 2+ years in business, let's say you're only a year in business, so a bank will decline you or turn you down because you don't have enough time in business. Or traditional banks require lots of extensive documentation. They want financials, tax returns, P&L statements, balance sheets, and let's just say you filed an extension for your tax returns and your tax returns aren't done yet for your business. So that could be something that's preventing you from getting funding, or healthy financials, or even some banks and lenders require collateral if you're applying for a line of credit or a loan, and let's say you don't have the collateral. So these are all the challenges that may be facing you as a business owner getting financing for your business that's producing revenues, but you may have one of these issues. You may only be in your business. You may have less than perfect credit, or you may want to not provide a PG, or let's say you have your financials are not that great, or you don't even have collateral. So I'm going to share with you an option for you, a financing solution where you can get funding that helps you overcome these particular obstacles. When dealing with non-traditional funding sources, some of the things that they overlook are these issues. Now, another issue I want to talk about, and this is a big one, is time for funding. So for those of you, if you're a business and you need funding fast, and you don't want to go the traditional route because you don't want to wait 1 to 3 months to get funding, because there's a lot of paperwork, there's a lot of time and processing for traditional banks. Okay, but when it comes to non-traditional, the funding process can be much quicker. So if time is an issue for you, I'm going to share with you how to overcome that as well. The other thing I want to touch on real quick before we go into non-traditional and give you an actual solution today is your industry you're involved in. That could be something that is an obstacle you can't get away from. You may be in an industry that a bank is not willing to extend credit or loan or funding to, and that's an obstacle for you. So there's certain specific industries that banks will stay away from. So I'm going to share with you an option today how to overcome that particular hurdle. So when it comes to alternative lenders, now, what are alternative lenders? These are lenders that are not your traditional sources like a bank, a credit union, a state bank, a regional bank. Those are your traditional ways you get funding as a business. Non-traditional are lenders that look at other criteria outside of the traditional requirements. Eligibility requirements, well, alternative lenders are a little different. They look more at the revenue. They look more at other types of criteria to approve you for funding. Their requirements, and as far as time in business, is not as strict. You could be a year in business. Some will even look at 6 months in business. Bad credit is something they also overlook. Okay, so with traditional sources, some of the things that, like I said, may prevent you from getting funding, with alternative lenders, you can overcome that. Some alternative lenders also don't require a personal guarantee, and the biggest thing is time. With non-traditional lenders, the funding can be as fast as 1 day. For those of you business owners who are looking for something really fast, this is a great option for you. So let me get into one particular solution that offers business financing regardless if you have bad personal credit. And this is a company called Revenue. When you hear about financial technology, these are unique aspects of data that is used to underwrite you as a business compared to what traditional sources use. So this particular company, Revenue, they use advanced online technology to do their underwriting, and they also offer unique tools for you as a business owner to acquire that capital. This is business financing that's available to all businesses. The only restrictions they have is you can't be in like the lending space as a business as far as your industry. You can't be a bank or anything like that, or like a financial type company. But other than that, those are the only two restrictions. So it's very flexible for those of you who are in different industries that may get turned down. Like let's say you're in the cannabis industry, or you're in an industry that typically banks don't like to extend funding to. This particular option for you is a great solution. They also offer flexible terms and fast response time. Now, a big thing is your credit. They allow you to have less than perfect credit. They're not going to do a hard pull on you when it comes to credit as well. They're going to do a soft credit check for you. But you can have a 600 credit score. They overlook that. With traditional banks, if you have less than perfect credit, they're most likely going to decline you. All right, so with this particular option, there's no personal guarantor. And they offer something very unique, what's called a Revenue Business Card, which this is a company charge card that you can use that's tied to your Flex line. All right, so they're going to extend this line of credit to you they can use, and I'm going to share with you little details about that. But this is who Revenue is. They offer you business financing regardless of if you have less than perfect credit. You can get up to $250,000 in working capital. You can apply online, very simple. I'm going to share with you how to do that. And your funding decision is less than 1 hour. Now, when I talked about time, this is really fast, and you can access to funds in less than 24 hours. They provide you an online dashboard, which gives you a lot of control in how you want to acquire your funds. You can pay your bills right online. You can see all your expenses. I'm going to get into that in a minute. And you get a dedicated account manager that works with you if you have any questions. So this is a really unique financing option because it also reports to Dun & Bradstreet. For you as a business, as you know, building business credit is very, very important. This will help you build business credit because they report to that particular business credit agency. This is a business financing option for you. For those of you who have less than perfect credit, you're not giving any type of equity up. You're not providing collateral like I mentioned earlier. This is not a loan. What they're doing is they're purchasing your future receivables. So you have to have revenue coming in as a business to get this Flex line, and they also include a card that's tied to your Flex line. This is approved based on revenue, so that's the main amount of data they're going to use to approve you. This is not a fixed funding amount like you'd get with a business loan. A Flex line increases. Your access to capital increases as your revenue increases, so it's very fluid. So which is great for you. For those of you who are growing and your business is scaling, your line of credit grows with it. Let me tell you a little bit about the Revenue Business Card that comes with this Flex line, because these are two financing tools that come with one line of credit. It's called the Flex line. All right, so you'll get this Visa card, this commercial card that's tied right into your Flex line, so you could use that for purchases. You could use that to pay vendors, etc. There's no annual fees with this card. You get 3% cash back on purchases. You get a mobile app, online dashboard. Here's a real quick comparison chart to tell you the advantages and disadvantages of using Revenue. Really, the biggest disadvantages is for startups. If you're less than a year in business and you don't meet the revenue requirements, you can't apply for this type of business financing. This particular financing is really ideal for those of you. You have to be generating at least $20,000 a month in revenue as a business and be over a year in business. Those are the two main things they're going to look at. You do have to be a U.S.-based business, and you have to have a separate business bank account with at least 3 months of activity. Now, what that 3 months of activity means basically is if you've switched banks. If you were, obviously you have to be at least a year in business, but if let's say you just moved your bank to a different bank, you'll have to wait till you at least have that account open for 3 months. Minimum 20,000 monthly deposits, average daily bank account balance of 1,000. They don't want to see negative bank balances beyond 3 days a month. And you can't operate in the banking or lending industries, which as I mentioned earlier. So those are the restrictions And this is the minimum qualification. So to apply for this, you're going to go to revenuebusinesscard.com. That's going to take you to this application right here. You're going to put in your email address, first name, last name, your business name, and your mobile phone number, and you're going to register. The next step they're going to ask you is for owner information. They're going to ask you to connect your business bank account via Plate. What that is that's read-only access to your business bank account. There's no way around that. You can't provide bank statements. You have to connect your bank account to Plate in order for this technology to read the data on your bank account. They look at all that data points such as revenue, number of deposits, NSF history, average daily balance. They see all that data, and that's how they're able to give you a funding decision in less than an hour. It's really, really fast. Once you get your decision and you're approved, then you can log into your account and you're able to draw funds. So you'll see what your approved spending available is, your flex line amount, and you can request funds. And when you're drawing these funds, which is unique, is that you're able to see right there how much and what's the payment amount going to be. You'll also able to see your payment calendar right here in your online account. These are just some snapshots. You're able to see all of your purchases, not just from drawing money off your flex line, but also they'll send you that commercial card that you can use that's tied to the flex line. It's a Visa card. So all your purchases using that Visa card are also going to show up right here. I mentioned to you an option of getting business financing regardless of having bad credit. So this is just an option for you. There's plenty of different funding solutions, but this is a really unique strategy. I always encourage you as a business owner to diversify your access to capital. Okay, and this is just one option for you to be able to have access to working capital on demand. And this allows you to get financing when other things such as, let's say, your personal credit or the industry you're involved in, or collateral or other things like that are preventing you from getting funding from traditional sources. Now, for those of you who, let's say you do have revenue, or let's say you have really good personal credit, but you don't meet the 1 year in business requirement. Let's say you're only 6-7 months in business, or let's say you don't have the revenue requirement. What do you do? So I want to share with you an option. If you have really good personal credit, we do have a done-for-you funding solution called business credit card funding. This is just another alternative funding option for those of you who have really good personal credit. You want to leverage that. You want to get access to revolving credit for your business, and this comes with 0% intro APR on purchases. So this is a funding option for those of you who have that. You go to businesscreditbuilders.org and you click on the Pre-Qualify Now tab right here. This will take you to the pre-qualification application. You just fill this out. You're going to upload a recent copy of your personal credit report for us to do a review. Another funding option that for those of you who are looking for alternative ways to build business credit, you're looking for alternative funding sources, we have our business credit building system. This is a web-based platform that allows you to find all the different sources of building business credit from vendors, suppliers, fintech lenders, business credit card issuers are here as well. And this is a do-it-yourself platform. So you can check this out. You can go to businesscreditbuilders.org and just click on this right here, Build Business Credit. And this will take you to our business credit building system and how to subscribe to that. And like I said, I mentioned it, for those of you who are interested in the revenue product, we talked about getting business financing for bad credit. While you're getting that financing, we do have our AI credit repair solution. So for those of you who have some credit issues, you're looking at repairing your personal credit, check this out. There's a video tutorial on here on how this software works. It's absolutely free to get the software to help repair your personal credit. All you got to do is subscribe to our 3 credit bureau monitoring service so you can upload your credit reports. But check that out for repairing your personal credit. So with that, I hope you found this very helpful. Give us a thumbs up if you like videos like this. Also subscribe to our YouTube channel. That way you're notified every time we come out with a new video, whether it's a new funding product or strategies and ways to build business credit and maximize your funding ability. With that, make it a great day, and we'll talk to you real soon.